Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is a singles reading. I've decided to do singles this week for Monday. I will do married, single, anything in between for the next round, but people have been asking, so I'll do a completely single. What is it you need to know, Leo? Yeah, some of you have something new coming in. Definitely some happiness. Seventh, you got a person of interest. Someone's interested. This could be something worth investing in. Certainly could pay off. Look at that, Leo. Yeah, look at that. You got somebody new here. Beautiful. Yeah, there is opportunity here. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some of you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. You may have options or opportunities, but there is opportunity. Something worth investigating and checking out here. Yeah, there could be someone here that that's not your type or you're not interested in. Yeah, looks like some of you got a few things happening, but if you are one of those people who doesn't put all your eggs in one basket, you like to keep your options open. There's one person here. I feel that there's interest. It's worth checking out. Somebody else, not so much yet. Yeah, but you got an Ace of Wands. See, there's just one here. It could be someone who's seeing you that way. They could have lots of options, and they may literally not be interested in anyone but yourself here. But it's saying don't miss this opportunity. It's something worth investigating. It's worth checking out. Yeah, it could actually pay off. Sometimes not putting all your eggs in one basket, keeping your options open, is a really good thing to do. Just focusing on one person all the time, because this is a person who knows what they want, and they're not settling until they get what they want. Okay, this person will settle when they're ready, if they feel someone's right for them. Because the Queen of Wands isn't always somebody who just keeps walking away. This is somebody at certain times in their life, they'll make that decision. But it has to pay off in some way, right? It has to be something that makes you happy and fulfills you. But I feel here, big time here, that it's just about choosing one. There's a spark, desire. Yeah, the fire's lit. Just one. Yeah, so some of you have manifested some options. Some of you just have one. But there is desire and attraction. So let's have a look at the sun. Who's this new energy? Yeah, ooh, there's happiness here. Someone who's probably just getting themselves out there. This is often large gatherings, happy gatherings, weddings, celebrations, festivals, anything like that. It's often a large gathering. And sometimes it's just somebody who's maybe newly single, just getting themselves out there. I don't see single, but I definitely feel someone getting themselves out there for sure. Yeah. Yeah, some of you got a couple people here. But it is about love forming a bond. I actually feel we got two people going to make a connection here. There's going to be some chemistry too. We know the Queen of Wands, King of Wands are people who focus a lot on that chemistry. You know when someone's right, when the chemistry's right too. But there's definitely this Seven of Pentacles, this person of interest. Definitely some of you have got two though. Yeah, I like it. Someone not putting all their eggs in one basket. You never should till you find the right person. Yeah, this is someone who also only waits for someone so long. Someone who's keeping their options open, looking elsewhere. This is about expanding your horizons too. See, there's expansion in your love life, some of you. Yeah, some of you, it's about choosing between two or just choosing that right person. But I think someone's looking at you this way. There's an attraction, a spark, and I do think two people are attracted to each other. Yeah, one of these, yeah, someone here's not reciprocating to someone, they're not interested, or one of you is losing interest, more than likely yourself losing interest in someone. Someone better coming in. More chemistry, more desire. See, the torch is lit. It's a passionate new beginning. Sometimes it's, it's worth waiting for that right person. Just getting out a lot, keeping your options open, not putting all your eggs in one basket till somebody is just the way you want them to be. Yeah, wow. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely lovely. It's a reason to celebrate here. Some of you, there's events, gatherings, things going on too. Some of you got somebody fairly close to home. I see a solid foundation. Definitely a lot of really positive energy. Somebody here definitely wants to get you alone too. Yeah, waiting to get somebody alone. Someone can't wait to get you alone. So I feel like you've made some kind of connection. Just watch out for someone who's only focused on the physical. It's up to you to decide. Yeah, make sure you can trust them. Let's have a look at the Magician. Yeah, I feel like it's an energy of having everything you need, manifesting what you desire. You're manifesting even mirroring with this energy. Yeah, so there is an energy of single. Some of you are just staying single. Like I say, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You're not going to sit around and wait for anyone either. You're just kind of constantly expanding your horizons, getting yourself out there. Wow, talk about racking them up. Yeah, but I see a single person. I do think there could be somebody newly single, but I'm not so sure you're going to reciprocate to this person. I don't think you're interested here. And it's possible too, if someone's not interested in you, it's all good. You just keep getting yourself out there. Definitely you're not waiting around. Wow, is this a new energy? You guys usually are on the move. It all depends on your age, what you're up to. But I'm definitely feeling a lot of spark and attraction. Yeah, some of you got an Aries coming in. I see some Gemini, Virgo. Yeah, Leo, strong Gemini for some of you. Aries, Scorpio. Yeah, there's definitely one last look over the shoulder, though. I do think there's someone ready to take a leap of faith. And this very well could be yourself in that energy, just kind of leaving somebody behind that you're not interested. Just not, I mean, if you have someone who keeps you waiting, and then all of a sudden they come in and toss a breadcrumb, you're out of here. You're going to make your choice. Yeah, choosing the right person. Yeah, somebody who shows interest. Somebody who's a little patient, but like I say, it's about not putting, see, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket here. You're just not. I like that, because that's what you do till you get someone who commits. Just watch out for that one person who just wants to get you alone, where they're focused on the physical. Maybe that's what you're interested in. I mean, there's a physical attraction. And it is manifesting desire. Someone looking out for themselves. They look good. Someone who takes care of themselves. It's a person who's stable. They have everything they need. So you have it's probably yourself here. You have everything you need. Yeah, you're not really interested in somebody here who keeps you waiting. Oh, you're on the move. Yeah, it has to do with someone who doesn't put in enough effort. Whoever comes in and puts in the effort, that's a person who gets a chance. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going anywhere, but you could go down that path where you just choose one person here. Yeah, I definitely see you walking away. Well, you just, yeah, walking away. Lack of interest, thanks, but no thanks, looking for new. I do see you. You really are. If you haven't been on the move, this is telling you to. This is what you can expect. Definitely looking out for number one. That's what I feel. You're focused. You know what you want. Some of you have been just kind of doing you too. And this is where you start thinking it's time to get out of the house. I think there's somebody fairly close to you. But tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Yeah. There we have the Queen of Wands. See the Ten of Cups. See, there's someone here. You know what you want, basically. But yeah, it's basically a talk to the hand if someone keeps you waiting. Yeah, I see you're letting, Queen of Cups, there you are, letting somebody know that you're open, available. Yeah. So definitely there's been this walking away energy, but I feel like you know what you want. It's just you're searching for the right person. Somebody here just isn't the one. They're not right. You're just in this energy of manifesting and expansion here. Getting out, letting people know. The places where you go, the more people, the better. This is where I feel something is starting, where you let everybody know, hey, I'm available. I'm open. I see someone being quite sexy and charming, but also emotionally mature too. And I really like that energy. Yeah. Yeah, and here comes the person who keeps you hanging. Yeah, this is the energy, someone who keeps you hanging. Yeah, it's often people who really just want to be single, but you're looking out for yourself. Anyone who keeps you hanging, see you later. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're what you're looking for. See, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, soulmate connection, friends first. You want that emotional connection. You want to connect with someone. Yeah, you want that special connection. This is, I feel like you're just not interested. You have options. I feel some of you have a lot of people around you take an interest, but they either keep you hanging or they just technically want to be single. They just want friends with benefits. So you're just going to keep going down this path. I like that it looks like you're looking before you leap here. But I wouldn't be surprised you got an Aries or a Gemini coming in. Yeah, you got a whole new cycle here. Yeah, I think you're just going to be in the right place at the right time. It's all about moving forward. I see things starting to go in your favor too. Because you're doing this, you know, things will start to go in your favor. It's an energy of putting in the effort to do that too. Someone doesn't put effort, they keep you hanging, you just keep moving forward. You're going to get that soulmate connection. I do see emotional fulfillment. See, it's going to take a little time. Yeah, it's like next. Some of you got two. Some of you are choosing one person sooner than others. Yeah, you're going to make sure you're on the same page, that you get each other. Yeah, because I do think somebody here keeps you hanging. They just want friends with benefits. You may not be on the same page. Maybe you don't like their morals or their values, whatever it may be. Yeah. Yeah, and I do see too someone here. Some of you may have, where you've had this happen a lot, you have a history of this. People who keep you hanging and you sit and wait. It's telling you to stop waiting. Okay, I do think some of you are fed up with that too. You're just losing interest. You're bored of it. I think you got a person here like literally is boring. They don't communicate well. They never know what to say. You're just not on the same page. Yeah, somebody who is though. Yeah, it's a person who's also confident they know what they want. They're the same. This is someone the same. This person's similar to you. See, you're going to get each other because they're someone who isn't interested in anyone who keeps them hanging. Thanks, but no thanks. This is also somebody who's not boring. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is someone who sees opportunity too. See, they're taking this opportunity that's being presented, but they got options too. Somebody with options. See, they're not interested in somebody who doesn't know what to say or keeps them hanging, or anyone who just wants to be single. Yeah. So you're going to make a connection with someone here. So there is an opportunity here. Yeah, this one's a little more special. Yeah, I like that. See, someone tempering their passion. See, it's a person who actually wants more than just physical. This is someone who wants more. They're bored of this. Yeah. But this is about temperance, someone who's just right. So is someone going to reach out? It is a little test to see if you're interested, but I feel like you've got a person who's testing. This is somebody here who's not very patient, someone testing their patience too. But this person is someone tempering their passions here. Yeah. It's just a person who's a little more balanced, a little more mature. Yeah. There you got two. There's your two, narrowing it down to two. King of Wands and King of Swords. Like I say, you got fire energy, and then you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, or just people who behave in that way. But I do think someone's cutting out other options or bored of someone. They're not interested. So some of you actually got two people interested in you. So you have to make a choice. But I think some of you are going to... I feel like some of you are just going to not put your eggs in when you're... until you know things are going in your favor. I feel like you're going to kind of just stay in that situation. Just kind of check them both out here. One of these is more your type. There will be chemistry. It'll feel just right. You're similar, but you're a little different, which is what temperance is. Temperance is chemistry. It's the mixing of elements. One of them is more your type than the other. somebody here might think you're not their type too, and that's why I feel you could be the one, well, just leaving it behind and you just keep moving forward. Yeah, one of them's a little more romantic. The person who asks you out is the person who puts in effort. Yeah, the person who wants to build. See, this is someone who builds you up. They make you feel good about yourself, and you're going to do that with each other. You lift each other up, you know, and there's just so much chemistry too. So this is what I feel like you're looking for, but you also want that emotional connection. You want that emotional energy as well. Because some of you, I do feel like you've been on this path where people are just focused on the physical. Yeah, we got a person balancing their head and heart here. I think some of that's yourself too, but especially that King of Swords. This is someone who has experience here. They kind of know what's expected. So they're someone who's learned. They know. Yeah. It's all about compatibility, things you have in common. One of these people you have more in common with the other. You'll get along better with them. But both of them, I feel, are kind of your type in one way or another. You just have to, it's the one who wants to spend time with you, the one that wants to be with you. Also, the King of Wands this is about two people come together. You're creating your own path. You're acknowledging the things you have in common. Somebody who's not afraid to just say it like it is. I mean, the King of Wands speaks up too. They often are kind of blunt. They're often more charming and funnier, where the King of Swords is somebody a bit more, maybe dry sense of humor. Often very charming and a good sense of humor, but it's usually a little different. Yeah, neither one of these two are afraid to speak or say basically what's on their minds, for the most part. The King of Swords is definitely a lot more blunt, a little harsh, sometimes come across as a little cold. But it is a person who does know what's expected of them. And I feel both of these people know, and they both know pretty much what they want. And the King of Swords especially knows when somebody's just not their type. They know from experience if there's compatibility. The King of Wands is someone who definitely does focus on the physical. It's also someone who, I feel with this particular person, I do think they're more willing to cooperate and compromise. I do feel this person's creative. They could be a musician or doing something in arts, or they use their hands. The other person's more uses their head. Yeah. So it's all about choosing one of these people here. So it's down to two. Some of you, it's two right off the get-go. Others of you have already chose one. Now you're already going down that path, some of you, with this person. But where it goes, no one knows. The Wheel of Fortune. But there's interest. It's something worth investing in. Some of you still are you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Some of you are going to go down this path with both of these people for just a little bit here to see which one suits you, the one you see in a more favorable light. Leo. Yeah. I think the person who takes the lead here. See, both of these people are confident. They're in control of their emotions. They're determined to succeed. One of them has a stronger willpower than the other, and I believe that's probably the King of Swords. Strong mind, strong will. They're not ruled by their emotion. The King of Wands can be a little dramatic at times. Yeah, but they are definitely a natural born leader. They're not afraid of taking the lead. But I feel like some of you, it's like definitely not putting, you're just going to deal with both of these until one of these is the right person, till you know. Because where it stops, it never goes. Somebody could put on the brakes, and it could even be yourself. I think you're going to choose, it says you're going to choose one. You'll choose the one that I think you have the most chemistry, and possibly the one that you find the most attractive, but it's telling you to balance that out too. Don't always choose the most attractive. You have to find like that happy medium. Everything has to be just right. So that's another energy with Temperance. Yeah, so you're going to be wise. You'll have to make a decision in the future here. When this comes out, it shows you there's a decision that'll have to be made. You're going to choose wisely. You're going to use your head. Now, if you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart, you might connect better with the King of Swords. Sometimes with the King of Wands, two fire signs will often have a power struggle because you both kind of like to be in control. So it has to do with being able to let go of that control and let this person take the lead. And if you don't like that, yeah, they're both leaders in their own way. Both of them are controlling their emotions. Both of these people feel confident that you have something in common. It's worth going down this path. It's worth checking out, investigating, you know. It's worth putting in some time and energy to see what happens. But you'll decide sometime in the future. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. It's all about what you want. Everybody has their preferences, you know. Yeah. You're going to see clearly. I feel like you'll make a clear decision. You're going to see clearly. Look at that, Leo. I do see you looking what makes you happy, what fulfills you emotionally. That's what it's telling you to do. Yeah. You could have two new people, or one of them you may be already kind of dating someone, or they keep you hanging. But I almost feel like that's a third person for some of you. Yeah, anyone that keeps you hanging, getting bored. It's funny how that King of Swords is in that energy too. That's another thing. If you keep them hanging, they'll put on the brakes. That's what it was trying to tell me. The King of Swords, if you keep them hanging, because swords move faster than fire. Yeah, that's exactly, if you keep them hanging, they will be the one to put on the brakes. So, but I'm seeing the King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Cups. Now, it's interesting because you know what else I feel? It's almost like if you could put these two people together, it would be perfect. One of them is higher vibrational. One of them is someone who's not afraid of putting themselves out there. They're not afraid of expressing themselves. I do have to say the King of Swords is somebody who often can get very much in their head. It can take a lot of effort to get them to speak up if something's bothering them or if there's things that you want to know. But they'll usually always speak a truth when they're in that King of Swords energy. Yeah, so it looks like you have a decision to make. This is about your future happiness here. Which one? Definitely the King of Swords, if you keep them hanging, like I say, don't forget that. They're going to want answers. They expect truth as well. And the King of Wands is somebody, I mean, they're somewhat the same, there's no doubt. And they are someone who likes, they like to be in control. Like you could have a power struggle. But the issue with them is I do see they're willing to cooperate and compromise. They're quite mature. Yeah. Whatever you do, like I do see some of you not being the wife till you're the wife, not taking it to that level, the physical, until you're sure. But the interesting thing is with the test, I'm going to be honest and very blatant. It's a little bit of a test drive. That's a Chariot, taking a little test drive. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to jump into bed with both of these people, but it does mean there's a need to test things out a little bit. Yeah, interesting. I feel like you're kind of being tested by the universe in this, because this is I feel there's a real opportunity for something long term here, where the chemistry stays strong and it doesn't burn out. And that's what I feel happens with a lot of people. They rush into that so quickly. Because people need to learn to live in the moment, enjoy that time when you're just dating, courting, and getting to know each other, right? That's the living in the moment. That's the time where you want to and make sure, find out if you're compatible. And that's what I feel some of you are doing, because some of you are wise. You've got a lot of experience. So do take care, choose wisely. Definitely there's both of them are compatible in some way. Bye for now.